My beloved child, the moment you've waited for in the darkness has finally arrived, and in the next few seconds, I will unveil the one truth that will break every chain that's bound your heart. Don't let this pivotal word slip by you. Stay with me through every heartbeat of this video, because missing even a single phrase could delay the miracle I've ordained just for you. Open your spirit now. Your breakthrough is here. Know, my precious one, this moment has been meticulously orchestrated by the very hand of God, the one who has observed your every move and listened to the faintest stirrings of your soul. Dismiss any thought that this message reached you by mere happenstance. Do not regard it as accidental. I, your heavenly Father, have deployed my angel to be right here with you at this exact moment. That angel will refuse to let you disregard or cast aside this pivotal word under any circumstances. I have cloaked this message in a sense of heavenly urgency, so that, as you read each line, your heart is awakened, your spirit is stirred, and you will know beyond doubt that it is I who am directly speaking. My precious child, do you realize this message is not a trifling comfort or a quick encouragement? It represents your ordained moment of transformation, the spiritual entryway I have promised to unlock for you for so long. Over all these years, through uncountable days and nights, I have witnessed you fighting, persisting, and enduring, trudging through darkness without knowing the moment when the light would finally break. Today, I proclaim to you, my beloved, your dawn has come. Your miracle has ceased being a far-off vow. It now resides in the present. I have dispatched my angel, bearing a heavenly breakthrough, to place it in your hands this very instant. If your heart is open to receive, if you remain free of doubt, you will behold my glory manifest within your life in remarkable ways. Have you any idea why I share this word with such intensity? Because your appointed time is here. No longer is it a season for wavering or second-guessing. The delays that once held you captive have lost their hold. The unseen chains that formerly impeded your movement are being shattered now. However, you must seize this word wholeheartedly and with a spirit that remains tender, eager to yield in obedience. If you sense the Holy Spirit's gentle touch in this moment, respond with boldness. Amen. Say it with all the faith your heart can muster. For when you pronounce this in faith, you swing open the gate for the breakthrough to enter, invading your present reality, reaching every ongoing battle, and reviving every place in your spirit that seemed beyond rescue. My dear one, I have watched how long you have been waiting. You have cried privately on certain days. You have turned your gaze heavenward on many nights, pleading, Lord, have you forgotten the promise you made? This day I confirm to you, I have never once forgotten. Every promise I uttered stands engraved on heaven's altar, and I am forever faithful. The one who makes promises will see them fulfilled. Thus, I give you a clear sign right now. This message constitutes proof of my active hand. Do not let doubt steal away the miracle I am handing you. Do not yield to voices that would douse your passion. This is your appointed time for a leap of faith, to grip my word as a courageous warrior wields a sword. Look carefully, my child. I have sent angels to precede you, to make your path ready. I am unsealing doors once deemed impossible to open. I am providing new people, new prospects, and new blessings along your journey. Yet, for all of this to take place, you must walk beside me with neither reluctance nor retreat. Here is an essential truth I want you to grasp. Do not let the voice of fear govern your thinking anymore. Reject every whisper of doubt that tempts you to stumble or withdraw. From the instant you said amen in faith, you stepped upon sacred soil, a spiritual domain marked by my power, wherein darkness no longer wields dominion. You have crossed over previous demarcations. The shackles that once held your spirit in bondage have been loosed. Refuse to let your yesterdays mislead you into imagining that curses or past shortcomings can still claim power over your existence. No, my beloved, every stride you make now rests on the firm cornerstone of the new covenant I forged with you. Each delay that tried your patience, each betrayal that left a deep scar, these very trials will become the stage on which I build a sweeping restoration in your life. Listen to me. There is no earthly or heavenly strength that can undo the benevolence I have decreed on your behalf. None can steal, postpone, or thwart what I have prepared for you. Even now, I am renewing your life. I am orchestrating every piece for your good. Watch as I transform the deep sorrow within you into a melody of delight. Observe how I take the ashes of half-forgotten dreams and craft from them a more dazzling beauty than you can conceive. My child, there are certain doors you have tried repeatedly to push open without success. There are visions buried in your heart, tucked away to shield yourself from further pain. Today, take note. My hand is stretching out to those doors. I am establishing new pathways, driven not by your own effort, nor by human means, but solely by my ample power and merciful grace. And once I open them, no one can force them closed. My dearly loved child, can you perceive it? This moment transcends the ordinary. It is not a stroke of good fortune. It is a divine interval I have meticulously laid out for your deliverance. In the sacred chronology ordained for your life, this day assumes deep significance. It is the hour I topple old cycles and guide you into a season of growth, elevation, and extraordinary occurrences beyond your grasp. Hence, my child, stand resolute. Lift your gaze and do not quake in fear. Whenever dread suggests you aren't deserving or tries to persuade you that this miracle might elude you, remember, I am the Almighty, the one who chose you. Your past mistakes do not define you in my sight. I regard you through the boundless love and innate potential I planted in you from your inception. You are the treasured child of the King of Kings, an heir to hallowed promises. The words of prophecy I have declared over you are not hollow. They carry substantial weight in the heavens, and at the appointed moment, they will be brought to completion. Now behold, that moment has arrived. This is precisely the reason the adversary trembles at your reception of this word. The enemy knows that once you recognize this new season and proceed in steadfast faith, every plan designed against you will become little more than dust on the wind. My dear one, fill your heart with hope. Let your mouth overflow with praise, notwithstanding circumstances that appear unchanged. In praising what you cannot yet see, your faith sends tremors through the heavenly realms. I assure you, such worship clears the path for my majesty to descend. Keep this close to your heart, my child. You are never alone. My angelic hosts encircle you. Battles rage for your sake in realms unseen, yet you need not be afraid, for I combat these forces for you. The powers once set on your ruin are now in retreat. Dark plots that once sought to subdue you have been overthrown, and you will recognize that it was never random chance that sustained you thus far. My mighty arm upheld you all along. And so, my child, I beckon you to step courageously into this new chapter. Leave the past where it belongs. Do not let old wounds tighten their grip around your heart. Ahead of you lies something far grander than what remains behind. This is the season of reclamation. This is the season of promises realized. It is the season in which your every tear sown in anguish will yield a harvest bountifully. Dear one, embrace these words as an unshakable pledge. Stand up in your spirit and say, Lord, I believe, I receive, and I step into the new season you have prepared for me. In doing this, you shall prompt a chorus of rejoicing in heaven itself, for you are stepping into the plans your heavenly Father has arranged. Ready your heart to see wonders far surpassing what you have ever sought or imagined. The entire host of heaven has witnessed every tear you shed in private. I am aware of those times when all words had left your lips, and you could only sigh in profound distress. I know each encumbrance hidden in your heart, even those never voiced. Nothing remains concealed before the eyes of your Maker. Before you form a word, I already recognize it. Before you utter the slightest cry, I have inscribed it upon my heart. And now, in the sight of the heavenly assembly, I decree with great authority, your breakthrough has departed from heaven and is pouring out over your life. Every invisible link that held your spirit in captivity, that heaped heaviness upon you and sapped your energy, has begun to come undone, link by link. It is not through your prowess or human ingenuity, but through my boundless might and endless mercy. You once believed every last hope had been postponed, that perhaps I would never fulfill my vows. That waiting wore deeply on you as you fluctuated between faith and uncertainty. But heed me clearly, child. Not a single pledge I made to you has slipped my mind. Postponement is not dismissal. I have used that period to refine your spirit, reinforcing your belief like gold tempered by fire. Now I proclaim unwaveringly, the season of delays has concluded. This is the day I draw you out of dimness and into a realm flooded in my light. I, your God, who governs every age, who rouses stormy seas and also pacifies them, have spoken over your circumstance. When I issue a command, it does not return void. It accomplishes my intention and materializes entirely in your experience. My child, envision this. Places once desolate, where visions lay dormant, are being quenched by blessings from heaven. I will overturn barren wastelands into bountiful fields, transforming your empty losses and stinging defeats into overflowing spaces filled with the reality of my promises. Opportunities you discreetly abandoned, convinced that time had slipped away and you were no longer worthy, are precisely what I intend to resurrect. Where you perceive flaws, I see the fullness of my grace and unending love. Yes, the covenant I formed with you remains alive. The vows I whispered to your soul remain guarded by my hand. So rise up from within. Raise your head, unburdened by shame and free of self-doubt. For a new door now stands wide open before you, the same door that once refused to budge. This time I have personally swung it open. When I unlock a door, it cannot be shut by any force. You will cross the threshold, not in trembling, but with the unshakable confidence of a loved one of the Most High. Train your heart, my child, on the season of reaping that draws near. You have sowed numerous tears, and now your harvest shall be one of jubilation. The prayers you feared had drifted into oblivion will echo resoundingly before me, and you shall comprehend that I am indeed the faithful God, the one who upholds every promise and never forgets a single one of his children. Let not the immediate circumstances be appraised solely through mortal eyes. Look through the lens of faith. My workings have already begun in realms beyond your physical sight and will soon be seen plainly. My strength is never too diminished to redeem, nor is my hearing dulled that I might miss your pleas. You have waited long, but I state today, the season of answered prayers has arrived. So, dear child, strengthen yourself in spirit and stand your ground. Prepare to fully take in the fresh torrent of grace flowing in your direction. This will not be a short-lived gift, nor a fleeting mercy. It is an enduring renewal, an astonishing, game-changing surge that could reshape the entire narrative of your life. My beloved one, even in the midst of swirling anxieties and the secret burdens assailing your mind, I call you to pause. Lay aside the cyclical, nagging worries taking up your heart. Grant yourself a moment to breathe deeply, touching the hidden chambers of your being. As you do, trust with unwavering certainty that I am right here, no more distant than your own breath. I am not a remote God, perched atop unreachable heights, nor a vague memory fading into obscurity. I am the ever-present one, so close to you that I comprehend even your most guarded thoughts. Let yourself experience this. My nearness blankets you like a sacred covering, as affectionate arms enfolding a fragile child, like the tender sunrise pushing back the night. Gentle but impossible to thwart. My light is entering every hidden place in your soul, reminiscent of the morning mist gliding over your skin, as the sun's radiant warmth penetrates each living cell. My presence is saturating you, gentle yet powerful, delicate yet immovable through eternity. No wall constructed by mankind or wicked powers can shut out my light. Darkness cannot hide from the life-giving streams I continually pour into your heart. This light is an eternal force that cures the most entrenched afflictions, renews flickering hopes, and restores the seeds of dreams you had thought dead. My angels, loyal defenders of heaven, walk alongside you perpetually. Step by step, through every dismal hour and every unsaid tear, they have been at your side, taking note of it all. Though you believed you navigated this fiery path alone, in truth, you were never without company. Each impression your feet have left along that trial-laden path carries the proof of my safekeeping. Remember, dear child, not one moment of your hardship is wasted. No tear slides past my awareness. No groan is overlooked by my listening ear. Each test, each burden is being formed by my hand into a precious treasure. A perseverance grown stronger, a soul tempered in the crucible of unwavering love, and a faith so steadfast no force can fracture it. Therefore, at this very instant, my child, take the bold step of surrendering the weights that have become so heavy on your back. You were not formed to shoulder ceaseless grief. I did not create you to tread life's pathways in exhaustion and gloom. Allow me, your Father, whose arm is both mighty and compassionate, to relieve you of the burdens that have stacked up through the years. See it like each heavy stone toppling from atop your heart, like a tired wanderer shedding a mammoth backpack after a seemingly endless trek. You will sense a previously unknown lightness in your mind and your spirit. I urge you to permit me to do exactly that for you. Do not hold on in fear. Never shy away from letting go, for everything I remove is a hindrance no longer required in the fresh season looming before your eyes. Do you grasp this truth, my beloved? I created you for a glory that lasts forever, for a splendor that transcends the fleeting, for a life that mirrors the radiance of heaven. I designed you for profound serenity, a tranquil state this world can never grant nor take away. I formed you to dwell in the fullness of joy, a joy that transcends your present circumstances and arises through direct, intimate communion with me. Even though you have spent lengthy intervals journeying through bleak valleys, valleys marked by shattered hopes, losses, and disappointments, today, I declare you shall no longer remain trapped there. A new season is unfolding over your story. You need not bow your head in the dark any longer. Now, my hand is raising you. Like a grand tree lifting its branches to the skies, like a bird spreading wings after the fiercest tempest, you are emerging from the shadows of sorrow and ascending a mountain bathed in light, crowned by infinite horizons. Atop it, you will discover a fresh perspective on life and a genuine awareness of why I placed you here. Gazing from that summit, you will witness wonders you never permitted yourself to dream of while in the valley. Be steadfast. Muster your bravery. I, the Eternal One, am guiding each of your steps. It is not your own might that helps you ascend to this splendor. Rather, it is the vigor I bestow upon you. Each new sunrise, I will restore your strength. Each break of day, fresh mercy will cover you. Each time you focus on me, you will access a wellspring of aid and grace that never runs dry. This moment signals a breakthrough in your journey, revealing the fruits of your quiet obedience. Those seemingly unseen days, those prayers you uttered in darkness, the humble deeds you performed, devoid of an audience, all are colliding to create a magnificent harvest, greater than your heart's most bold imaginings. The seeds you sowed in a dry desert, armed only with unwavering belief, are sprouting and bursting into vivid blossoms under my grace-filled light. You needn't chase applause from people, for I myself expand the impact of what you do. I cause the labor of your hands to mature and multiply in ways you never foresaw. My cherished child, you might not have realized that diligence in small things has propelled wide gateways to open in the heavenly realms. Each subdued outcry in your spirit did not slip my ear. I was attuned to every bead of sweat you wiped away when you thought nobody watched. and I took note of every instance you chose righteousness even when temptation beckoned toward deceit. Now, I, the Lord of the harvest, keeper of every covenant, am showcasing my might in your life. I will provide outcomes, then amplify and multiply them beyond measure, so my name is glorified through your testimony. Are you discerning the shift? I am lifting you beyond every stifling doubt and weariness, raising your reputation not for your own praise, but so that crowds may see the heart of compassion and fidelity beating in the God you adore. Through you, I demonstrate that I never fail to remember my pledges, nor abandon the ones I love. When I set forth my sovereign purposes, no obstacle can stand in my way. When I fling wide a door, none has the power to bar it. Already, certain developments are in motion for you, though you cannot fully comprehend them yet. Silent preparations, curious coincidences, unexpected hands of assistance, all are segments of the grand design I am weaving on your behalf. No stride you take is abandoned to chance. Every slow or deliberate footstep is carefully orchestrated by my wisdom. One day, do not be surprised to look back and recognize that times you once labeled stagnation were, in truth, intervals when I cultivated deep roots in your spirit, so that once your ordained season arrives, you will stand unshaken, bearing fruit that endures. Grasp this, my dear child. I never leave anything incomplete. Should I start a marvelous work in you, I will watch over it until it is displayed in full glory. I watch over your entire life, from your spiritual formation and inner being to the outward aspects of your career, family, and relationships. Under my watchful care, something beyond your imaginings is being prepared. Indeed, I achieve infinitely more than you could request or consider, my unlimited ability working within you. My child, fear not when fresh entrances open. Resist the impulse to shrink back, fearing your own unworthiness. It was I who chose you, drawing you out of the shadows and into my splendid light. When I call you mine, no condemnation from the adversary can erode your standing. Step confidently into my designs, for I have gone before you to chart a secure course. Each hindrance on that path merely serves as another chance for my grace to sparkle more brightly. Those who initially doubted or dismissed you will stand in awe, watching as I strengthen and favor you. Remember, though, to avoid letting your heart be swayed by human admiration or the approval of onlookers. Keep your humility and continue elevating my name above all. The lower you bow, the higher I will raise you. The more you follow my Spirit's leading, the more life-giving water will gush through you to heal and bless many. Have you realized that everything currently unfolding is simply the initial stage? There is a vast expanse I still intend to accomplish with you and through you. I am the God whose nature is to multiply and expand. What you see emerging now is simply the inaugural harvest, and the primary reaping has yet to occur. A phase when you will gather in blessings not only for yourself but also to share generously. The lessons, spiritual experiences, and truths fashioned through hardship will become precious gems you can offer so others may be fortified and inspired by your journey. As you continue on, never forget my unbroken presence. It is easy to chase after goals while allowing your closeness with me to fade. But life springs from your communion with me. It is the wellhead of every blessing. Clinging to me ensures you will not lose your direction, even when you are abundant in the blessings I bestow. Continually fix your gaze on me, so you may be replenished and fortified, free from discouragement as the road stretches on. Now, my beloved child, attend to the deepest part of your being. Doors that seemed forever locked, roads you never believed you would get another chance to tread. Today, I, whose authority outstrips all boundaries, am opening them for you, gently and miraculously. These opportunities will not hinge on your might or orchestrations made by mere men, but on the gracious and potent intervention of my own hand. The prayers that fell from your lips with tears, the aspirations in which you barely dared invest your hope, I am releasing as a new wave from heaven. You have endured various physical struggles. You recall days you felt your vigor might not recover. Yet always remember, I am the life giver and your unfailing healer. I am breathing a refreshing wind into you. On the deepest level of every cell, every vein, every nerve, you are being revitalized through my resurrection power. The lingering pains and the burdening fatigue you once believed permanent are being swept away. A renewed vigor, more than you have ever known, courses into you, not to ensure mere survival, but so that you might live abundantly and joyfully in my boundless favor. Also, my child, I will mend those relationships that have been fractured, old hurts inflicted through misunderstandings or callous words. I am the architect of renewal. The relational bonds disrupted by anger, pain, or broken trust will be woven back together with threads of heavenly love. Faces you supposed would no longer join you on life's path may yet return, contrite and humble. And you will find that bitterness has no place left in your soul, for I will have taught you genuine forgiveness and a love mirroring mine. I am also aware of your financial hardships. You have encountered times when every avenue of provision felt sealed off, and anxieties consumed your thoughts about the future. But do not forget, I am your provider. I am the wellspring of endless abundance. More than merely giving back what was lost, I will rebuild it on a sturdier foundation. Streams of income will emerge from quarters you never anticipated. I will guide you, helping you manage wisely all that I pour out. And these blessings will not just suffice for your own needs. They will spill over, extending generosity to countless people around you. Nothing in your life stands outside my healing scope. No dream is too broken to be restored. No corner of your heart remains unreachable by my radiant presence. Even the hidden anguish you have never spoken, or the lapses you have yet to process, are being invited into my restoring light. Offer them to me, letting my steadfast love soothe, heal, and reanimate every fragment. When you rise from these ruins, you won't merely be a veteran of life's harsh storms. You will emerge from the fires with a wealth of spiritual blessing, your soul steeled, your faith as pure as refined gold. A new aura of my presence will adorn you, a holy grace surpassing the fleeting glories of this world. You will become a carrier of blessings for those surrounding you. Truly, your perspective on living will shift. You will discover that you now live not only for your personal fulfillment, but to carry out the divine calling predestined for you from beyond the ages. Raise your head, my child, and see that the fields stand ready for harvest, waiting for your labor. It is you I have chosen to send forth, not for your flawlessness, but your willing heart and loyalty. Fresh oil will never cease to flow upon you from me. I will renew your mind with loftier thoughts, giving you spiritual insight. I will enlarge your capacity to love, to forgive quickly, and to minister with deep humility. Above all, comprehend that all I am bringing to pass today is not purely for your benefit. Through you, I aim to display my majesty for all to witness. As people watch your metamorphosis, fractured ties restored, bodily health renewed, finances reversed, and a once fragmented life rebuilt, they will crave to know the source. And your own life will serve as a living testament of the mercy and authority of the one whom you praise. Remember, dear one, that it is your faith in me that unseals entryways thought to be locked eternally. Pathways once written off, offers believed to be for others rather than you. These are being freed of all obstruction because I have heard your cries. I have noticed you clinging faithfully, even when pressed. By anchoring your hope in me, you triggered a supernatural movement that no earthly power can repress. Cling to that conviction. Do not let delays or negative opinions disrupt your confidence. Silently but decisively, I am acting on your behalf. My ways are not always manifest in the physical realm, but I have already begun orchestrating them in the spiritual dimension. What seems static in your current experience is, beneath the surface, subject to my guiding hand. I have watched you through sleepless nights, tormented by anxious thoughts, your soul seeking refuge in the quiet. I have seen the nights you wept alone, straining to keep appearing sturdy for everyone else, while you fought a private war in your own mind. Beloved one, never forget, not once have you truly been solitary in that unseen battle. I have constantly supported you in your exhaustion. When the load was overwhelming, I took on the heavier part. Even the invisible warfare you are unsure how you survived so far is a battle I undertook. The cunning traps set by the enemy, the covert attacks, the malicious strategies you never even realized, I have shielded you from them. I am your fortified rock in the middle of life's storms. In your confusion, when you felt certain you would fail, I was there, instilling my immovable peace. I quietly spoke hope into the depth of your heart, gentle waves of encouragement you could barely describe, but enough to guide you onward. I am your haven in the turbulence. While the world quakes, I remain constant. Where every worldly prop seems to crumble, I stand firm, the one who never changes. And now, my child, take special note. I am sweeping in with a fresh wave of renewal, an inward transformation that reaches into every domain of your life. This is not a surface-level fix. It targets every private corner, no matter how dark or long neglected. No break or scar is beyond the gentle glow of my healing. Let the salve of heaven seal every fracture within you. Picture it, dear child. The very strength that resurrected my cherished son from the depths of the tomb is now animating you. That life-giving potency is circulating in every fatigued portion of who you are, reigniting aspirations that were dormant and reactivating talents you believed were permanently lost. I am reinfusing your life with vitality. Hope is awaking anew. Faith is restored. Wonders beyond your comprehension will shortly spring forth. Have you convinced yourself that certain aspects of you had fully died? Delight, renewal, even love, which you thought had long dried up? I am the one who commands life to triumph over death. I am he who summons blossoms from the desert. There is no part of your life so broken I cannot restore it, no void I cannot replenish. The dried, frozen, and disregarded places will be revived by me, eventually returning as sources of immense blessing for you and those around you. So prepare yourself, my child. When I reinstate something, I do more than reinstate the original. I am the God of overflowing blessings, supplying your every need without measure. I will add to your life things beyond your wildest hopes. Doors you never knew existed will open, new people will enter your circle, and opportunities will blossom from nowhere. I shall escort you into realms your feet have never traversed, so you can gain new depths of fellowship with me. Dearest child, stay vigilant and hear me well. All of heaven stands in motion, supporting you in this next stretch of the path. You will not voyage alone. During the times you felt utterly solitary, contending with odds that appeared insurmountable, heaven's armies were already in fervent action on your behalf. I have charged them, by no accident, but with precise strategy and timing, to navigate complex systems, shatter gates that seemed impassable, melt even the toughest hearts, and dismantle entrenched settings that appeared utterly hopeless. These angels are indefatigable, unwavering in their watch over you. They heed direct instructions from my kingdom's throne, implementing them for your specific good. They forge paths in every dark place, straighten convoluted roads, and topple hidden fortresses the enemy erected to hinder you. Very soon, you will behold occurrences beyond ordinary explanations, vivid indicators of my divine intervention responding to your resolute faith. Ready your heart, child, for truly miraculous changes. Long-standing issues that exhausted your energy will become stepping stones for your progress. Schemes meant to hurt you, slander, rumors, and manipulations will shift into instruments that guide you into a grander splendor. What evil aimed to employ against you will be repurposed for your progress. Where the adversary thought it had stripped you bare, I will repay you with blessing that far exceeds your previous state. You yourself will stand in amazement, marveling at my methods, how that which you supposed lost will return to you doubled. This is no mere theory. It is the reality you are poised to experience. Think of how often you have felt yourself drowning beneath life's demands, buffeted by all the conflicting voices and counsels swirling around. I am granting you newfound clarity. Your mind will not be haunted by the clamor of unceasing opinions. Instead, I will sharpen your spiritual senses so you can easily differentiate the word from heaven amidst a flood of confusion. You will detect my guidance, as distinct as daybreak cutting through the remainder of night. In tandem, my beloved child, I am also pouring a peace into your innermost being, peace surpassing any human capacity to comprehend. This peace does not hinge upon outside factors or what society can bestow. It emanates from my own essence. When I issue the command, "Peace, be still," even the fiercest storms swirling in your soul submit to silence. Torments of worry, dread, and unease will flee. Even if the world outside remains in uproar, your center will be as placid as a moonlit sea, calm, unwavering, impervious to outer commotion. My dearest child, receive and treasure this truth. From now on, you are freed from the need to push relentlessly. There is no requirement for you to battle ceaselessly in the tumultuous waters of life, striving to validate your significance. Cease clamoring for recognition from those who cannot see into your depths. Society, with its narrow vantage, often defines worth by appearances alone. Yet I, the architect of all, peer beyond the surface, reading the core of your being. Before you took shape in your mother's womb, I already knew you. Before any word passed your lips, I had already heard it in the secret. Before your works were judged by people, I affirmed your worth, a value that is neither enhanced by your achievements nor lessened by your failings. You are infinitely valuable to me, not for what you produce, but for who you are, embraced by my everlasting love. Yes, even in your points of greatest weakness, where you imagine everything has been lost, I regard you the same way. Many might misunderstand or dismiss you by the fleeting standards of a world entangled in illusions, but in my kingdom, you are never judged by those ephemeral guidelines. My eyes see you through the unbreakable lens of grace and never-ending affection. So, child, discard the burden of trying to be perfect for the sake of human approval. Lay aside the suffocating race after acclaim, distinction, or popularity. Within my presence, there is no need to perform to be valued. I have cherished you from the foundations of time, not on account of your performance, but simply because I have named you as my own. Take note, if you spend your life pressed down by fear and shame, anxious about falling short, you carry a weight I never intended for you. This day, I urge you, lay that entire weight down at my feet. Live freely in the liberty I bought for you at great cost. There is no necessity to match anyone else. The path I have laid out for you is wholly unique. No person can walk it but you. I have witnessed you wrestle with the longing for others to truly see you. I have watched you stare at the ceiling on restless nights, haunted by questions. Am I genuinely good enough? Do I even deserve this? My answer has never changed. Yes, you are enough. Enough because of my grace, enough because of my abiding love, enough because I determined your destiny from the dawn of your life, not owing to your perfect record, but because I have already enacted salvation. No matter how slippery the norms of this world become, constantly altering their judgments, the foundation beneath your feet remains stable. My steadfast word and unwavering affection. Seek me as your safe haven, that hidden chamber where you re-encounter your core identity, released from the verdicts of people and defined instead by my eternal truth. Abandon the anxious pursuit of acceptance. Once you surrender that chase, the gateway to genuine liberty swings open inside you. It delivers you from fear of disapproval and liberates you from voices insisting you are insufficient. You will bask in a profound serenity and a joy founded upon the knowledge that you belong to me, and no one can snatch that away. Let these realities guide your path. You will meet some who fail to see your true value. They may speak ill of you or reduce your worth, but do not allow yourself to be bruised. Always recall, only my vantage holds authority to define who you are. In my eyes, you are consistently that sparkling gem, the exquisite bloom I nurture daily. Living with this unshakable knowledge frees you from both the terror of defeat and the vanity of triumph. Anchored in the identity I bestowed, you step forth with confidence, gladness, and fortitude. Your every breath exudes a fragrance of grace that can speak louder than your words, hinting of calm assurance from a soul certain of its acceptance, beloved by its Creator. And my child, I long to see you freed from needing to please others. I desire you to be bound to me alone. Let the judgments of this world fade away under the illumination of the Holy Spirit. Know that even if everything around you shifts, if your life traverses highs and lows, you remain unaltered in my love, your worth always shining. Thus, my dear child, set aside that oppressive burden. Bask in the total acceptance I offer. Allow me to usher you into your next era, a time of unfettered flourishing, discovering the noble identity I have placed in you. As you embrace this new horizon, you will transcend the limiting opinions of others, overflowing with a holy joy and an unshakable peace, confident in your eternal standing within my kingdom. Precious child, from this moment forward, you shall not stand alone in your struggles. Neither must you single-handedly face every conflict swirling around you. For I, the Omnipotent One, will act on your behalf. I will precede you like a warrior, a steadfast guardian, dismantling and nullifying all opposing forces. Whatever long drained your energy, the hidden wars you never believed you could surmount, these no longer need to weigh heavily upon you. I will contend for you by my unbounded might. Simultaneously, I will escort you into spaces you once hesitated to tread, places where you felt undeserving to be. I will cause hearts to speak favorably of you, to greet you with affection and esteem, even among those you never envisioned might accept you. I am recalibrating situations, refashioning connections, not through your personal striving, but through my extraordinary intervention. The locked doors that once disheartened you, the barriers that forced you to shed tears, those I will open at my own bidding. The marvel of it all is that when those doors swing apart, many will stand in awe, wondering how you gained entry where it once seemed utterly impossible. Yet they will remain oblivious that I, the Lord your God, worked behind the scenes from start to finish, hearing your hushed petitions, collecting every tear you cried, witnessing every faithful step you took amid adversity. You will grasp beyond a doubt that it wasn't due to your acumen or effort, but purely because I have cherished you with an eternal devotion, and it pleases me to drench your life in lavish grace. So, my beloved, release yourself from your past. Do not let it dictate or restrain you. Do not allow bitter memories or scathing judgments to lower your eyes in shame. Lift your head with confidence, recalling that you are a treasured creation, redeemed at a priceless cost, and named by the Maker himself. There is no longer space for timid steps or hearts crushed by old guilt. I have restored you. I have pardoned you. I have made you clean. March boldly, my child, with neither indecision nor trepidation. A brand new chapter, something I designed long ago, stands before you, unattached to your previous failings, but instead brimming with a deep healing. For your physical self, your heart, your relationships, and even the dreams you had dismissed. I will raise you up, not by your own might, but by my compassionate hand. The demeaning words once hurled against you will be overruled. Those who close themselves to you will witness a magnificent metamorphosis. You will no longer attempt to escape memories soaked in sorrow. Rather, you will proceed with complete joy, a joy unsullied by sorrowful recollections, distant from regrets of the past. You will finally embrace that freedom you have craved. You will feel your heart spread its wings, light as a bird traversing the unlimited sky. Within that freedom, you shall sing fresh songs, melodies of gratitude, celebration, and the completion of a restored love. Each dawn in your life becomes a visible declaration to the world that your Lord remains immensely active in the affairs of his beloved ones. However, never forget, this is merely the beginning. Refuse to settle. I have far more to do within you and through you. What you now witness is only the first yield. Press on faithfully, for as you continue walking hand in hand with me, trusting and obeying, you will keep climbing, seeing broader visions and reaping even richer results. Refrain from contrasting your journey with that of others. Keep yourself unswervingly fixed on me, the author and perfecter of your faith. By doing so, you will see me lavish upon you blessings beyond anything you might dare request. My love for you far exceeds the limits of your mind. My cherished child, over the recent seasons when you felt profoundly misunderstood, as if no one else could truly empathize, when silent waves of inner turmoil relentlessly crashed within, it was I, the one who plumbs the deepest layers of every heart, who listened to your voiceless pleas. Not a single sigh was overlooked. Not one tear escaped my gentle palm. In the midnight hush, when your knees hit the ground without the strength even for words, I knelt too, near you, hearing, empathizing, and upholding you. I see the darkest hurts within you, the scars you can only hide behind exhausted smiles, the unspoken fears creeping into your thoughts, the weariness on days promising no solution. Today, my child, I arrive not simply to soothe or calm, but to anoint you with a renewed power straight from my majestic throne. This force is real and potent, able to rupture every shackle that has restricted your soul, to fling open the iron bars once thought immovable, to lift from you the old burdens that once consumed your energy. Whatever broke your spirit in times past will no longer reign over you. Feel it now, my beloved. As these words meet you, my presence enfolds you. It is not an abstract idea or intangible concept requiring imagination. I stand before you with unstoppable strength, a living breath, a sustaining stream that permeates your body and your being. I accompany you in every step, impart new life with each breath, battling unseen foes to protect you. You are never forgotten, child. Even at the times you felt deserted, even when your prayers seemed lost in silence, you have never strayed from my loving gaze. You are perpetually covered by mercy, shrouded by my infinite grace, carried along by the master plan I shaped for you long before your first breath. Perhaps tremendous storms have recently beaten against your life. Perhaps in these days, you have found yourself wading through turbulent surges, or a pressing darkness tried to stifle your spirit. I want you to remember this and secure it in your heart. I am the one who steadied your little boat as waves threatened to drown you. In that hour when you were convinced you would sink, I was the hand holding you afloat. Nothing in your life has ever occurred by random chance, for no hurt is purposeless. Everything I sanction has a higher meaning. Today, I affirm, I have kept you safe for a sacred cause. More than surviving, you have been refined as gold in a furnace, preparing to be a vessel I can use. Turn around and see how many times you predicted you had reached your end, yet you have endured to meet my light this day, not by your own strength, but by my grace. Many times you feared you were about to be devoured by darkness, but I rescued you. This is the moment I lift you to a higher vantage, where my light blazes around you. Falter not when you sense my prompting to launch into an unexplored season. Do not be petrified by new opportunities laid out before you. Perhaps your eyes do not yet grasp the full breadth of what I am about to do, and you might still harbor old wounds. However, I implore you, forge ahead with confidence. Surrender every terror and each concern to me. Let my might fulfill its course within you. Your mind's captivity is dissolving. The barriers that before caused you to trip are collapsing. That which once appeared unattainable is now quite possible, because my strong arm upholds you. A glorious freedom, far surpassing your past experiences, awaits you in heart, body, and soul. This liberty streams from my abiding presence in you. From this point forward, the steps you take will reflect triumph rather than the remnants of bygone mistakes. Day by day, you will cease aimless striving, venturing forth within a new realm of grace. You will perceive a spark igniting deep within, faith, hope, and a deeper love for me and everyone I set along your path. Stand firm, beloved one. Be brave. I have chosen this specific moment for you. There is no further reason to remain undecided. This is the time for you to cross into your restoration, a time of elevation, as I unfold fresh avenues for you to walk. And I, always faithful, always loving, will accompany you constantly. Whether you confront trials or climb new heights, do not be dismayed. You have me as your fortress, the one who strengthens you from within. My dear child, although the adversary worked tirelessly in your life's prior season, planting traps to trip you, doing all possible to discourage you, feed you doubts, and plant exhaustion, trying to convince you my promises were beyond your reach, telling you your efforts were futile, that you had missed your hour, and you would never lay hold of the plans I have for you. It is vital you hear me now. None of those plots can halt my decree over your destiny. They cannot invalidate the words I have proclaimed. They hold no sway to unravel the blueprint from your Maker. Because I, the one who established the heavens and earth, am the same one who now speaks these words to your heart. The hour of my divine fulfillment has arrived. You are stepping into a fresh era. The spiritual portals that once felt painfully locked are now thrown wide open. From my throne flows a deluge of grace, like a roaring waterfall. An invisible shift is occurring in heavenly realms, and though natural senses cannot detect it, your spirit knows a divine stirring is underway. My child, the atmosphere around you is transforming. No longer shall stagnation bind you. The heavy fog of doubt is dissipating. A refreshing breeze, renewal, and revival is blowing through your life. The books in heaven have been opened. Your petitions and your late-night tears are all recorded. And this very day, the King on his throne has proclaimed a verdict. Yes, yes to the deliverance you have pined for. Yes to the mending your heart and body ache for. Yes to the blessings you deemed lost in the distance. These aren't mere visitors arriving briefly in your circumstances. They will chase you, overtake you, and bring abundant overflow. My child, let this knowledge be indelibly etched in your innermost spirit, like a flame that can never be quenched. Cling to my word, much like a sentry who refuses to let his flame die out in the midnight hour. Regardless of how tough recent days have been, how draining the battles, I insist. I have never deserted you. I will see to the completion of what I started within you. My word never returns to me unused. Whatever I say about your life will inevitably be fulfilled right on time. Now that divine hour approaches, do not let your past hamper your progress. Avoid allowing old failures to rebrand you as vanquished. You are not defined by yesterday's stumbles. You are defined by the covenant of my grace and abiding love. You will not end your earthly journey in lack. I assure you, dear child, you will not finish your race in isolation or insignificance. On the contrary, you will achieve the grand calling I assigned to you from the beginning. You will impact your era as a light shining in the dim, declaring my constancy for all to see. So rise up, my child, with renewed confidence. Let not your spirit sink into defeat. Envelop yourself in my blessings as though you don a resplendent garment. Dwell beneath the canopy of my guardian wings, for there you find a tranquility the world does not offer. Under my protection, you will be safe from the destructive barbs that strike in the night, from false allegations, from sinister designs. Keep this in mind. My presence is not off in some distant corner of heaven. I am beside you, in each breath, in each moment, in each thought. When you can hardly stand, I am the strength propping you up. When your heart quivers, I am the voice of courage. When anxiety rages, I am your protected haven. You have never traversed a single day without me. Your eyes may have been soaked with tears and your heart battered with doubt, but my love is unshaken. Now, child, this season I introduce is not meant just for survival. It is a call to thrive in your spirit and in every facet of your life. You will see my hand doing tremendous deeds beyond anything you have imagined. Doors you once believed permanently sealed will fling open abruptly. Lands once viewed as barren will come to life in fresh green. I will lead you into realms you never thought your feet could tread. As that unfolds, awe will fill you, and a deep humility will emerge, because you will see plainly that none of it comes from your personal talent, but only from the unchanging goodness I have extended. I am about to bless you with overflowing abundance, well beyond your own sense of possibility. In this, you shall realize each intricacy was part of my divine scheme, formed since before your conception. Nothing is happenstance, not a moment is pointless. My wise, sovereign hand orchestrated all. Hence, remain unwavering through every circumstance. Do not lose heart when you see no immediate results. I work even when all looks still. Continue your praise, because praise paves the way for my presence to saturate your world. If your heart feels heavy, let it still sing out my praises. To praise me in the face of trouble is the ultimate declaration of trust. Also, keep praying. Never underestimate the potency of prayer, even when it appears to be a whisper from exhausted lips. Some days, you might be too worn to string together elaborate prayers. But if, with a sincere heart, you merely call my name or release a silent cry from your soul, I am attentive. My ear does not need your prayers to be polished. It only looks for truthfulness. The faintest mention of my name prompts actions in heaven. When you appeal to me, my angels stand ready to carry out my bidding. Now unite your heart with mine as you pray. Lord, in deep reverence, I thank you for the wonder you have brought to my life at this moment. May my heart be completely open to accept the breakthrough you have designed for me. May every one of my steps be guided by the brilliant light issuing from your throne. Lord, through all the nights and days when tears were my only voice, you saw them. Kindle a sacred fire in my spirit with these words. You speak now, banishing all fear and empowering me to walk onward with renewed trust. Lord, I no longer tremble at the trials awaiting me. Though life's waves thunder around me, your hand is steadfastly joined to mine. Give me the boldness to traverse every door you open, that my life might declare for all to see your mercy and might. Lord, Jesus Christ is the sovereign over my existence. Bring me into a fresh season, where gloom transforms into exuberant dancing and doors long shut become portals for all the blessings you have ordained. Lord, I bow before you, discarding every unneeded burden and fight. Lighten my spirit, enabling me to fully embrace the restoration you bestow. And shape me so that my sense of worth does not originate in this world, but in the knowledge that I am chosen and loved by you. Lord, I appreciate the favor now flooding my life. Let your Holy Spirit envelop me as a protective shield, thwarting any opposition to your purposes. I pledge to remain unwavering and true to your word. Lord, I lift my heart, resolute, proclaiming that I trust you. I trust that you war on my behalf, that heaven's gates stand open wide, and that your wonders flow toward me like a tidal current beyond hindrance. Lord, grant me unshakable trust so that lies and dread can no longer speak over me. Guide me into that consecrated territory you have prepared, where no malediction or rejection can deprive me of the future and joy you lavish upon me. Lord, let your angels strive continually in my favor, tearing down barriers in realms beyond sight, orchestrating inexplicable miracles in every area of my life. I soak in the fresh grace and abundance you now make available. Lord, I take a stand on your promises. I am not neglected or left alone. I see how you are resurrecting the dreams I had buried and healing the wounds I carried deep within. Grant me the grace to journey daily with a thankful heart, brimming with joy in you. Lord, I raise my eyes to you, imploring you to unlock every door of delay overshadowing my existence. May the breakthrough you vowed be released right now. Destroy any unseen binding from my past, delivering me into a glistening new season in your plan. I choose to believe that today is not just another day of waiting, but the day when my miracle arises. As you step away from this moment, carry this truth with you. Your miracle isn't a one-time gift, but the beginning of a lifelong journey in my presence. If these words have stirred your heart, subscribe now and tap the thumb so you never miss the next revelation I've prepared just for you. Share in the comments which promise you're claiming today, and let your testimony spark faith in someone still waiting at the threshold. Come back each week. My voice will always meet you here, where hope breaks through and destinies are renewed. Remember, this is only the dawn of all I have in store for you. Amen.